All right, FMS. Good to talk to you here. We're going to talk a little bit about our middle school's COVID-19 mitigation strategies. We are going to require cloth face coverings. These are going to be required to be worn by all students and staff when in the building and in the presence of others. The exceptions are such as when you're eating and when you're exercising in PE, when you're playing in band, like a non-percussion instrument like a flute or a clarinet or trombone or trumpet. You can't wear a mask when you're playing those things, but if you're in the drum line or the percussion, you sure can wear a mask. Um, Also, if you have a documented medical condition that would prevent you from wearing a mask, you don't need to wear one. Um, those things could be like a severe asthmatic or something like that. Also, um, we will build in breaks with the masks. There will be, like, if you're in a room by yourself, you don't need to wear a mask. But if there are other people in there with you, you really need to. And the mask is really about protecting others in case you unknowingly or knowingly have the virus. We know the virus can spread from pre-symptomatic or asymptomatic individuals. So this pre-symptomatic means they have it, but they're not yet showing symptoms. Asymptomatic means they have it, but they're just not showing symptoms. All right, the mask keeps your respiratory droplets from reaching other people or other things. It's really a selfless thing you do for other. And let's just be honest here. Nobody really likes wearing a mask. It's new. It's change. They can be uncomfortable, but it's something you do for others, and it helps protect them. Some things about the mask. Let's make sure that mask fits. The cloth that has multiple layers is the best. If you can see through it, don't use it. Be sure it fits snug around your nose, your cheeks, and your chin. Wash it often. Most masks you can put in your regular clothes dryer, or sorry, your regular clothes washer. Be sure to have an extra face covering with you in case you forget. You always want to plan ahead. The district, we will provide a face covering if you need it. Um, when not wearing your cloth face covering, make sure you store it in a paper bag. The paper bag is breathable, and also put your name on it. Do also be sure to put your name on your actual face covering. Label it. Um, we don't want to wear somebody else's face covering. This is an important one. Don't touch your face. Work to limit that, or don't touch your face at all. Germs on your hands then can come in contact with your eyes, nose, and mouth. Do your part and mask up. That's really important. All these things work together. It's not one thing. It's not like a menu you pick. It's something we all have to do with all of these things. Washing and sanitizing your hands is going to be very important. We're going to have hand sanitizer at entrances to our school this year. Please sanitize your hands upon entry to our school. There's going to be sanitizers in all rooms. There will be sanitizer in the breakfast/lunch line. Use sanitizer at obvious times, after you use the restroom, when coming in from recess, before you eat, all those kind of things. When you do wash your hands, be sure to wash and scrub all parts of your hands and fingers for at least 20 seconds. All right, I've heard, sing the happy birthday song twice or go through the ABCs twice. Usually that works well. So, um, our custodians, you guys know our custodians are really dedicated, and they love you, and they're going to work hard to make sure we have a clean building. So they're going to sanitize high touch and high traffic areas more often. Staff and students will be responsible for sanitizing high touch areas in the classroom, such as light switches, pencil sharpeners, desk, any computer screens or keyboards or anything, before a new group of students come in. That's really important. Students are encouraged to utilize hand hygiene practices after exposure to high touch objects and areas. So let's say you have to go and uh, sharpen your pencil during a class. Well, it might be wise for you to go do that and then come on back and just sanitize your hands quick at your desk. Okay. All right. Now this next one is maintaining a 6 foot physical distance. I call it physical distance. I don't like calling it social distance because I still think you can socialize, but it's a physical distance of 6 feet. So think of that as two arms lengths, or one Mr. Jones or one Mr. Clem or one Mr. Allison between you and the other folks. Okay, this is a vital part of combating the virus. This idea of distancing. Now, this is not going to be possible in every environment. Okay, especially when we come back full in person, because we're really hoping that happens. We want to have all of our FMS family here back together. And so we have to make sure that we're ready for that and we do the right thing. Um, when we start on hybrid here, it's going to be easier to do this. It's going to be more complex when we get more kids in the building, but with just like anything, if we put our minds to it, we can do a good job of that. This is important. Let's stay home if you're sick, okay? If you have a temperature of 100.4 or above, stay home, all right? Communication is key. If you're not feeling well, please communicate to your parents. If this happens at school, let the appropriate adult know, the teacher, the associate, principal, me, the nurse, any adult that you trust. This is not the year to push for an attendance award. As much as we love those attendance awards, it's best to stay safe, all right? Thanks for listening. You guys all take care.